the Lions 2025 schedule. Man, do we have a gauntlet.
Yep.
If you guys haven't seen this yet, we have a crazy schedule for next year. And when you look at how this season is finished and who we're facing, it's slated as the number 2 hardest schedule right now. I'd say it could be the number 1, but we'll figure that out, after free agency in the draft on where these, schedules, what they're going to look like, how much better these teams get. But your Detroit Lions home opponents for 2025 are the Chicago Bears, Green Bay Packers, and Minnesota Vikings, of course. The Doo-Doo Browns, the Dallas Cowboys, the New York Giants, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers again. Now, I will say this, just like I said it last year, I don't see us losing a game at home. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to be the toughest teams we face out of the home schedule, depending on what happens with the Minnesota Vikings. But I don't see us losing a game at home. The Lions' road opponents, of course, it's the Bears, the Packers, and the Vikings. And then it takes a turn. The Ravens, the Bengals, the Eagles, the Commanders, the Chiefs, and the Rams. Unbelievable.
Dude, I think we have one team, the Giants, that was not a playoff team. Or the Giants and the Cowboys. Giants, Cowboys, and Bears. We have 3 teams, so 4 games total against teams that were not playoff teams.
Well, hold on. The Bengals aren't in, right?
Oh, yeah, and the Bengals. So that'd be 5. So 5 out of 17 games, you're not playing playoff teams.
Hey, big shout out to Cakeman1218. Just leveled up to the Lions faithful. Appreciate you, buddy.
Right on. Show that to me.
So, next season, are we going to Philly? I do not like Philly. It is the worst place to go to watch a football game, but I don't think I'm going to miss that one.
Depends on what happens in a couple of weeks.
Oh, I'm going. I'm not going to miss that game. But I will say this. This is what we're going to have to face every year that the Lions finish the way that they finished this year.
Yep.
Is the toughest schedules in the league. Now, what usually happens is you've got the worst to first, and then you've got the first to worst. So quite often, some of these teams will regress quite a bit. I'll just throw it out right now. I see, depending on what happens in Chicago, I think the Bears are going to get better. I think the Packers will be who they are. And I think the Vikings are going to stay the same. I think the Ravens will regress. I think the Bengals are going to get better. I think the Eagles will regress. I think the Commanders are going to get better. I think the Chiefs are going to regress. And I think the Rams are going to regress. The reason why, if Matthew Stafford sticks around for another season, great. But I still think they're going to regress. Cooper Kupp's getting old. Matthew Stafford's old. They revamped their defense this last year. We'll see what happens next year. The Eagles tend to lose players year to year, especially when you go this far and into the season, winning as many games as they have. I think that they're going to have some roster attrition. The Commanders, they're just getting started. The Chiefs, again, how much longer is Kelsey going to play? I think that he's about done. If they don't win a Super Bowl this season, which they're not, he's probably going to wrap it up. The three-peat is probably everything that was keeping him playing at this point because, let's face it, he's hitched to a billionaire. Why not just to go enjoy your life? At this point, you've done everything that you needed to do. So that's my quick take on what's going to happen next season. I'm just going to put it out there right now. Lions are going to be Lions are going to be 14-3. Again, that's my early call for next season. I see 14-3 again, and this time it will take care of the NFC North and the number 1 seed. Lions will be 14-3 next year.